Hey guys, as some of you know, this summer I started making my own guitar pedals to try and save some money and give myself something to do besides just read law books. So I'm going to show you some of those as played through. My Fender Double Fat Deluxe Stratocaster and a Fender 65th Anniversary DeVille Green Edition. So as you can see from the picture, this is a fuzz and delay combo. I just built this so I didn't have to carry my pedal board around if I didn't feel like it. Gives me a couple necessary little effects, and you're going to hear the fuzz drawn back a little bit now for a little bit more of a mellow sound. And here it is with the delay kicked in. It's a real nice simple delay. It gets a nice dark sound as the repeats go on, and it also does a pretty good bucket brigade kind of sound. So here's the glorious compression pedal. This is probably one of the most important things I've built, and gives kind of a neat little smack sound when it's engaged. Yeah, Glorious Compression does a fantastic job of just evening out the sound and accentuating the Strat sound as well. And here is one of the first tremolos I built, called the Trem Punch. So it's really varied. It gives me that helicopter sound if I want it, but for a lighter sound I have this one called 20 Million Miles to Trem. So 20 Million Miles of Trem does a great job of mellowing out my sound. When I want to destroy my sound, I have this, the Fiery Eye Distortion Pedal. Pedal just gives me a ridiculous amount of distortion at my beck and call, but when I want something a little lighter, I have a really basic fuzz circuit called Phantom of the Fuzz. So the Phantom of the Fuzz has been a great addition. It gives me that classic overdriven tube amp sound, which this pedal was also supposed to do straight out of the box, but since Boss insists on sending their overdrives out with something called asymmetric diode clipping, I had to do some modifications. So I've replaced the asymmetric diode clipping setup with a symmetric diode clipping setup, installed a double punch double throw switch with the additional diode that I took out from the pedal so that I could swap between the two sounds. What does all that mean? It means I'm a much happier guy now that I've modified this pedal. This pedal also has a fantastic mellow sound if you draw back the drive quite a bit, so here's a sample of that. So this next pedal is certainly not my most practical. It's a ring modulator that I've dubbed the Power Ring, and it just gives me an octave up if I ever want to use that for a solo or something of that sort. So this last pedal is called the Happy Box. It's a clean boost, and I use it mostly for solos. I also have found some use for when I am switching between a clean and a distorted channel on my amp. Well, that's it for the Stomp boxes, but where would I be if I didn't have something to power all these toys with? Underneath my board I have this. It's a 9-volt regulated power supply for up to 12 pedals.